G'day viewers, today's the 5th anniversary of my cancer diagnosis and I just want to give you an update. I started off the year with a bit of a complication. I had a bicycle accident and I shattered my left wrist. My left wrist has now been reconstructed and I've got a metal plate in there, titanium plate, but it's all good. I was in hospital for about a week, but anyway, it's all back to normal. Everything's working fine, so no big deal. With respect to my cancer, 2025 has been pretty good. I've been on immunotherapy for the entire year. In fact, it started last year. The drug is called daratumumab. The mab at the end of the name is an acronym for monoclonal antibodies, as I am told. So daratumumab, technically now I am in remission. So I've had cancer twice now. So I've got blood cancer, multiple myeloma, and it's flared up twice. Well, the initial instance and then a follow-up instance. So that's two instances of cancer, blood cancer. Now, I expect, look, there's a 90% probability that it's going to happen for a third time. So the daratumumab is by no means any kind of cure, it's just a treatment. So I personally expect, and I could be wrong, I hope I'm wrong, I personally expect that it'll flare up probably somewhere towards the end of next year. But you know, hey, I might be lucky. It might keep working for many years to come. However, I've got to be realistic about it. There's a 90% chance that it's going to come back. There's a good chance I'll survive a third time. I'm unlikely, I believe, to survive a fourth time. That's just the way it is. You know, there are a lot of people worse off than I am in the world, so I consider myself to be pretty lucky. By the way, viewers, in the background there, you'll see that's actually Hogan's Heroes. I love the show, so I've got it playing on the TV. You might have seen, I don't know, some of the characters there, Colonel Clink and the rest. They might walk past, and you might see them. So just if you're wondering, that's what's going on in the background. So yeah, 2025 has been a pretty good year. I can't complain, other than obviously the bicycle accident. There we go, there's Colonel Clink there. I can't complain other than the bike accident where I really ruined my left wrist. But my an ongoing issue that I have is my peripheral neuropathy. So the pain that I have in my feet feel like they're on fire all the time. They're just always stimulated. I've described it a couple of ways. You can think of it as either like walking on golf balls. Imagine that you've got golf balls strapped to your feet and you have to walk around with golf balls on your feet. Not too comfortable, as you can imagine. That's one way you can think of it. Or another way, a second way, is imagine a pair of socks filled with gravel and you cannot take those socks off ever. They're glued on. So you're stuck with them 24/7. That is what my neuropathy feels like. So I just get constant stimulation and it is uncomfortable. It is painful when you walk. It is really not a nice thing, not a nice thing to have to experience. But you know, I just got to live with it. I can't turn it off or chuck it in the bin or anything. I've got no choice. I have to live with it. But nevertheless, I still try and do 2 hours of cardio per day. So I'll either do a 10-kilometer walk, or I'll go for a 60 to 70 kilometer bike ride. So I'll do one of those two things every day. And I do that to try and prevent myself from having a heart attack, because I'm right in the age group where heart attacks are pretty common. I had a very distressing episode this year, actually, with my mother. She had a major stroke. She's okay now, but it was very close. It was a miracle that she didn't die, and it was a miracle that she wasn't permanently disabled from it, because it was a very major stroke in a major artery in her brain. So yeah, anyway, she pulled through. I was by her side the whole time, and you know, she's now, you know, really good, 98% where she was before. There'll always be a little bit of degradation from something like this, but because she was actually in hospital within 20 minutes of the stroke occurring, that made all the difference. The faster you can get someone to hospital when they have a stroke, the greater the probability of their survival, and the greater the probability that they will return completely back to normal. So just a word to everybody: if it ever happens, get them to the hospital absolutely as fast as you can. And in my mother's case, she was lucky. She was receiving medical treatment within 20 minutes of experiencing the stroke. Anyway, so for me personally, for my health, 2025 has been a good year. And for my mother as well, actually, I suppose, because she survived, and I'm so grateful that she did. I just completely turned to custard. You know, I completely lost control when this happened, and I was just, oh my God, I was a wreck. Anyway, it's all good now, thank goodness. So 2026, I'm hoping 2026 is going to be another good year. But as I think I mentioned before, my expectation is that towards the end of 2026, it would not surprise me if my cancer starts to re-emerge. You know, so that's just how it is. Nevertheless, I still think that I'm a lot luckier than a lot of other people. Anyway, viewers, I just wanted to give you an update, let you know, what's happening, where I was, you know, etc. So yeah. Well, take it easy, viewers, and I'll probably speak to you in about a year's time. Cheers.